All right, so we are live. Hello, Jenee.
Hey, girl.
Welcome. Welcome to It's Brandy and the Show B. Y'all know what it is. Make sure that you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel. Okay, so Jenee, today we are talking about, what literally everybody is talking about. We are going to talk about Will Smith walked up to comedian Chris Rock and pimp slapped him at the Oscars.
Yeah.
Okay, so wait, okay. So before we get into it, let me see if I can share
Let's
my
watch.
screen. Yeah, let's watch this. Okay, let me see if I can share my screen. Share screen. Let me see. Um, let me see. Okay. Let's see. Entire window, yes. Let me see which one. Okay, can you see? Can you see this?
No, I don't see it.
No, you don't see it yet? Okay, hold on. Um, okay. Let me know if you can when you can see it. Can you see? Am I sharing?
Yes.
Okay, perfect, perfect. Okay, so here we go.
I can't hear anything though.
No? Hold
Oh, you
on.
have to share it and with sound. You have to press the little
Oh.
share with sound.
Let me see. Let me stop sharing for a second. Let me try again. Okay, so share and
There's a little mark.
screen. Uh share system audio. Okay, let's see if that works. Okay, let me go back. Can we hear it?
Oh yeah.
Perfect.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it.
But I'm bump. Okay, that's a joke. Jada looking like, oh hell no.
That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here.
Will walking up.
Richard.
Will said, not today, sir.
Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
The sound, like.
Uh-oh. Oh, look at Lupita.
Wow,
Look at Lupita.
dude. It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's
Oh.
name out your fucking mouth.
Oh.
I'm going, okay?
Ooh, he said I'm going to. Okay, so let's come back on the screen here. Janae.
Okay,
Watching that. Hey Marcus. Hey boo.
let me tell you something, girl. I fell asleep early, like an old person.
You
Right.
did. Uh-huh.
I had a long day. I went to NASCAR and I was doing a whole bunch of stuff. So I was like
Yeah.
a nap, and I did one of those adult naps where you're just out for the rest of the night. I wake up at 4:30 in the morning, confused. You
Mm-hmm.
know,
Mm-hmm.
where am I? To all these memes, and I'm like, what the heck is going on?
Girl.
I is something insane, and so many people have stuff to say.
I know.
People agree, some people disagree, and
No.
I just feel like, I mean, I just this is how I feel. I feel like people think that they can say whatever they want to say, and there's no
Yeah. Yeah.
right. Someone
Yeah.
said, "Well, if that was me, I would have smacked Will back, or Will could have got shot, or something could have happened. People get killed for putting their hands on people," and it's like, yeah, but people get killed for talking shit too. Like, people kind of act like there should be no physical consequences for verbal assault and abuse,
Right.
and I just
Right.
don't agree with that. I think that if you're gonna
Yeah.
bully, if you're gonna assault people verbally, if you're gonna be abusive in any way, I don't care if it's a joke, you should know that there's consequences that can come with that. And
Oh
so
yeah.
this,
Even if you're a comedian, because Chris Rock is a comedian. So and for me, I felt like at first I was like, man, is this a publicity stunt? Like, is this real? But body language said everything. You could tell that this was a real situation right
right,
here.
right,
But honestly, to your point, I don't even think the joke was that bad. Like he was saying, we're gonna see you in GI Jane Part 2. that, I mean, that wasn't even that bad of a joke. He was saying, okay, you got a bald head, kind of trying to make light of it. Cause like, isn't G.I. Joe like a movie where like it's like women's rights or something like that? Like it's a good movie. Like it's supposed to be a good movie, I think. It
People told me, I mean, obviously me and you have not watched it. So it's like,
right. But I think it wasn't even that bad of a joke. But to your point, I feel like it was a build up, right? It was more than just the joke. I think Will took this opportunity to use this situation, use Chris as a punching bag to say,
literally.
leave me alone. Stop talking about me and my wife and my family. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's what it was.
I mean, they've been the fucking bunt of all jokes for how many years now?
Several years, ever since
Uh,
the situation, the entanglement situation came out. Yeah, I mean, everybody's been talking about that. But like at the same time, Jenee, at the same time, it's kind of like they kind of brought it on themselves because here we are talking about your business, talking about your entanglements, which by the way, some people are like, oh, Will didn't have this much smoke for August Alsina. Well, no, he didn't, but people fail to realize Will and Jada are in an open marriage. They've been in an open marriage.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like he just sat down. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry, boo. Go
No,
ahead.
it's like he wasn't upset about her sleeping with him because he knew about it. So that was an agreement. But this is different. You're disrespecting his wife. It's like, oh, so sweet
Right.
wife, but you can't do. Yes, yes, yes. You can pleasure
Yeah.
my wife and you can make her orgasm and feel good. But no, you're not
Hmm.
disrespect my wife. There's a difference.
Yeah.
Like I
Well,
want
and you know what? I want to show the interview he had with Gail King. Let me pull that up real quick, cause like okay, Marcus is saying no one embarrassed Will Smith more than Jada has. Chris Rock could have made some August Alsina joke. He could have made some August Alsina jokes, but Chris realizes that they've always been in an open marriage. So let me share my screen again so I can because I found that interview with what's her name, Gail King. And I think it was just interesting. So let's just watch this real quick.
Never been infidelity in our marriage.
Never been infidelity in a marriage?
Never.
Will Smith is shutting down.
Okay, so he just said that there's never been any infidelity in his marriage, which says they have always had an arrangement. So people trying to compare this situation to the August Alsina situation, that I mean, you just can't do that.
right.
Because apparently, Jada has had her entanglements, Will has had his entanglements, and it sounds like they both had an agreement, and they came to the conclusion, okay, this is what we're gonna do in our marriage.
Yeah. And just unfortunately, Jay
So
messed with an immature guy who
an immature guy who,
wanted
yep, told,
wanted to get back at her for whatever, just being immature and wanted his claim to fame. Like I feel like August used them, but
mm-hmm.
my opinion, but I just think August used it and he ran with it and wanted to make something out of it and put their business out, and it was just wrong, and she just unfortunately chose the wrong guy to deal with.
Oh yeah. So let me ask you, Jenee. People have been saying, Will is too much of a nice guy. Like he was a nice guy for for going up to Chris Rock and smacking him. Do you think Will was too much of a nice guy for doing this?
I don't know, that's nice guy, that's weird. People nice guy
It's
for
weird, right?
what
He
they
was.
want to shoot him. I don't understand what they want him to do. I'm confused.
I mean, he was defending his wife.
Oh, he's a nice guy for defending his wife.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. He's too much of a nice guy for defending his wife. Hey, real deal. How are you? Good to see you.
Oh Lord, no, I think I think he's fed up with him talking about his family, and
Yeah.
of her alopecia was the last straw. Like he was thinking, he probably he took it offensively because he's fed up with them being the center of every joke.
Mm-hmm.
Now he
Yeah.
talk shit about my wife's medical problems. It's like
Yeah.
a woman. I was talking to my friend about this. It was like a woman's hair is our like feminine power.
Yeah, that's true. That's
It's just
true.
true. Like when like, my hair my whole life was so long, and it was longer than white girls and Latina girls, and it made me feel good about myself because I'm this, mixed Black girl with hair longer than white girls.
Mhm.
And it did make me feel good. And
Mhm.
being known for having long hair as a blackish woman made me feel good, made me feel like, oh, I'm representing Black women. We can grow hair. You know what I mean? Like,
Right, right,
it
right.
made me feel good. Uh,
Right.
when my hair started falling out from the bleach, it was so devastating to me.
Yeah.
So devastating that I had to cut
Yeah.
all of my hair off, and I had to sit and go through, like, I had to tell myself I'm not my hair. I had to go through
Mhm.
the process. I
Mhm.
I mean, I went through it, and when I cut it off, like, I was considering wearing wigs and like covering it up, and I just decided to embrace it because I knew it was going to grow back, and I was like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm never going to cut it this short again. So I'm going to embrace having short hair for once in my life, for the only time, hopefully, in my life that I'll ever have short hair, right? Luckily,
Yeah, yeah.
back. She doesn't have that. I couldn't imagine my hair falling out knowing that it's not growing back.
Yeah, and you know what? Body language is everything, like I said in the beginning, and you could tell that she felt some kind of way when he said that. She
Yeah.
was just like really like, ugh, you know? So I get it, but at the same time, it wasn't that bad of a joke. Like, do you think it was that bad of a joke?
I think that
I
I
think it was I think it was a little insensitive, but like
I think that the intent of the joke was just like, yeah, it's like if you would have really thought, like if you really sit and think about it, it's like,
Mhm.
okay, you're saying I'm powerful. I'm a powerful woman like G.I. Jane. I'm out here, whatever the
Yeah.
thing is supposed to be.
Yeah.
That immediately it was like it just came off. Like I think that initial like feeling of like, because
Yeah.
especially being a Black woman, we're a lot of Black women are called, bald headed,
Mhm.
Black bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah, yeah.
you're old, bald headed Black,
Yeah.
can't grow no hair. Like,
Right.
Black women get told that kind of stuff all the time. And to
They
be
really do. Yeah.
the
And
old
it's yeah,
to be
and it's
Black,
such BS because Black women can grow hair. I mean, me and you are definitely examples of that.
I mean, it's just fortunate because it's like there is a stigma that, like, especially being an older woman, you're already feeling some type of way because men are,
Right.
you know, and then
Yep.
being an older Black woman, and
Mhm.
being an older Black woman that doesn't have hair and is bald and can't grow hair. Like, you literally are bald and you literally can't grow hair, and you're Black
Yeah.
and you're older. It just, that's a lot of insecurities, and
Yeah, yeah.
that's really heavy, and that's a lot
Mhm.
to have to deal with. And I mean,
It's
she could,
true.
and she didn't have to share all of that, but they're very
Mhm.
transparent in being real and being
Yeah.
that, like, she's going through something. And the fact that people think they can make fun of it just because you're being open and honest is messed up. And I think people need to know that they need to watch their mouth.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I totally agree. I understand both sides of it.
Yeah.
I understand, Chris Rock is a comedian. He's at the Oscars. He's trying to put on a good show, right? So, and him saying that he didn't think it would get as far as it did. Now,
You think you, because I, now that, like, you say that, now that you mention it, it's like, yeah, she is representing a powerful woman by acknowledging her condition, and by just embracing it and still being beautiful and feminine and all of that.
yeah, Dr. Pitbull said it's stage stuff, ladies. I don't know. I don't think it was staged.
That's not
I
safe.
don't know. The body language was just a little too
It wasn't staged.
real.
Will kind of laughed to laugh it off, and then
Yeah.
at her, and he was
Yeah.
like,
'Cause she was not having it, and then Lupita's reaction, that was the
and then
best.
and then even like, even Chris Rock after, like, and everybody being so awkward, like, he would have had something. Chris Rock would have had something to say right after that was like a good comeback. He would have had
Yeah,
something, but the fact that he was speechless and he couldn't
exactly.
think of anything to say, like,
Right.
obviously not
It
staged.
was right. His react yeah, I didn't even think about Chris Rock's reaction
Yeah,
because
yeah,
he was just kind of like, "Dang," like, he was like, he was just like, "Damn, this is a moment," you know?
yeah. He like, whoa, like Will Smith just slapped me, like,
Right.
and even said it, and he's just like, okay, now he's like awkward in front of everybody, like that. It wouldn't have had that
Right.
if it was staged.
Right.
If it was staged, it'd been like, dang, I just got smacked. Will Smith just smacked me, everybody, like, dang.
Okay, so what do you okay, so
I had a comment to make after that, like
yeah.
he would have made an August joke. But I
Mhm.
saw somebody said something like, if Will's this upset in March, imagine how he is in August. Like, there's a whole bunch of messed up jokes, you know, like if
Yeah.
staged, it would have kept going. But the fact that it was silent and it was awkward was like, and then he just moved on from it. It's like, obviously
Yeah.
staged.
Yeah. You guys, please like the video if you have not liked the video. If you're just coming in, welcome. Welcome. Be sure to hit that subscribe button as well. Okay, but Jenee, what do you think about people saying, Will Smith should be canceled and all this and like
Uh,
you've seen that? Like they've got people wanting to cancel him. Like, please don't cancel him over this.
they're silly. I know I canceling Will Smith. Like,
Yeah, right? Like, okay, I get it. Like it's the Oscars. It's supposed to be like the utmost, professional award show. But at the same time, this man made cracked a joke about his wife that just kind of went haywire,
I,
and it's just how he reacted. Everybody's human, you know what I'm saying? Like he had
right.
a human moment.
Yeah, people have like limits, you know, and
Yeah,
all these years, I mean, so
yeah,
it, someone's gonna get, just that's what happens when you push people and push people and push people and push people. People snap.
right. And that's exactly what happened. He
And
snapped.
unfortunately, like, yeah, looking, hindsight is always 2020. Isn't that what they say?
Hmm.
Hindsight's always 2020. So when you have time to look back at something, it's like, okay, yeah, maybe Will's probably gonna come out and apologize.
He did. No, he did apologize.
He
He
did.
did. Yeah, he did. He apologized to Chris Rock and to the Oscars for the whole thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
that's what I'm
did.
saying. That's exactly. So he already apologized
Hmm.
because in the moment, you seeing her and knowing, oh my God, you're making fun of her alopecia, it's triggering.
Yeah,
You're triggered, like sometimes you snap. I mean,
right.
so if anybody else is me, okay. So I know, like sometimes when you're triggered and you're pushed to your limit, you're gonna snap, and people need to stop acting so shocked when they get snapped at after pushing people so long.
Oh
And
yeah,
oh well, he didn't hit him first, and blah blah blah. It's like, okay, but I'm so tired of the whole somebody has to hit you. Like, you hit me with
right.
words. Honestly, I'd rather you,
Yeah,
because that smack, that sting is gonna go away, and I'm not even gonna think about it anymore. But like certain words, like you making fun of my alopecia, I'm gonna go
yeah.
to bed that night thinking about that.
Well, they were saying, and they were saying that he didn't know. Do you think Chris Rock didn't know about the alopecia?
Oh,
You said
they're
he knew.
trying to say maybe he didn't know. That's a fucking lie.
You think okay? You think he did know?
I think, yeah, like a lot of
Okay.
like they're in the yes, because if you're writing a joke, because I'm sure he passed the joke to people.
Mm-hmm.
Because
That's true. He had to have gone through the proper channels for that joke.
that's what I'm
That's
saying.
true.
Everything was passed through the Oscars, so everyone was well aware.
So if that's the case, then do you think this was staged then?
I don't think it was staged, but I think that the Oscars, they know what the hosts are going to say. It's,
Oh, okay.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
hosts are going to say is written, and things
Mm-hmm.
are staged and things are put together. So they knew that he was going to say that. I don't think they knew that Will was going to react that way,
Yeah.
but they knew it was going to be said.
Yeah, man.
So I just feel like, yes, hindsight's 2020, and the joke wasn't as bad as I think it triggered them and hit them. I think
Mm-hmm.
it just hit him like, oh my God, you're making fun of her alopecia, not like, oh, it's G.I. Jane. Like, he didn't have the time to process.
He didn't have the time to process it. That's true.
He didn't have the time to process. He's just like, haha, let me laugh off whatever joke you're talking about. And then he sees his wife, and she's like, just, you know, being triggered, and she's having to feel and filter out all of her insecurities and all her stuff. And so that's all he saw, and he reacted off of that. He really didn't get to take time to process, like, wait, G.I. Jane is
Is
powerful.
really stands for right, right.
stands for. Nobody had time to process that.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. I mean, because at the end of the day, Chris is a comedian, so he was making a joke, right? He was cracking a joke on her looks. Because GI Jane has a bald head, but he chose
Yeah,
to say GI Jane because whatever. Yeah,
right.
but yeah, I just think he used will use this opportunity to just be like, F this. I'm sick and tired of this BS. People can't just say what they want, like you said in the beginning. What is STFU saying? He said, when was it ever announced? I don't keep up with mainstream media. LMAO. If the joke was passed through, then the Oscars was just giving us a show. Yeah, I kind of feel like that too. So, but
So, but I
if
don't thought that Will was going to smack him.
right,
Because they
right.
are giving us a show. They do give us a show. They do want us to laugh about. They do use them as, like things for us to laugh at. I mean, they,
Yeah, because like people love drama,
yeah,
and look at what everybody's talking about. Everybody is talking about this freaking Oscars and what happened, with Will and Chris. So I
yeah.
could see this being like a
I woke up.
staged.
I did not watch the Oscars, but I know 3 things of drama that happened. One was
Yeah.
Will Smith. 2 was Tiffany Haddish.
Wait, what happened with Tiffany Haddish? I missed that one.
So somebody went and she had like changed her wardrobe. She went and changed dresses.
Uh huh.
Some white lady at at ET at Entertainment Television or whatever it is, right?
Yeah, yeah.
She goes, she's like, "Oh, I see you had a costume change," and Tiffany went off. Tiffany went off. She was like, "This is not a costume. It's Dolce and Gabbana. It's a dress." Like she went.
Oh my
He
god.
read her. She went off. She was like, "This is what money looks like. This is what success looks like." She just like was pissed. Like, don't call it a costume. Like she was mad. She's like, "I'm not getting paid for this. I paid for this dress.
Oh
This is
my god.
the wardrobe change, not a costume change."
I did not even know about that.
Yeah, she went off. So I woke up to Will Smith first, and then I saw Tiffany, and then I saw Amy, whatever her name is, that white comedian. She said something about somebody having a bunch of girlfriends or something. I don't know. Those weren't big
Mhm.
deals, but obviously the drama makes things. So
Yeah.
yeah, they do want people making fun of each other and throwing shade and stuff like that because it creates drama.
Oh yeah. Facts.
And that's what people talk about. Like, look, everyone's talking about Will Smith. That's why Will Smith is not going to be canceled. That's why they're not going to cut him off because they wanted the drama. They need it. It makes things.
But what do you think about people saying like, why did two black men have to, get up on stage and do this at the Oscars? Because it makes us look bad. What do you think about people saying that?
They're just
And
so.
then you've got Kathy Griffin, like she has any validity. Kathy Griffin was like, gave her 2 cents and was like, this should have never happened at the Oscars. This is supposed to be like a, professional or whatever event, and you have this type of stuff happening. So she spoke out about that. So what do you think?
I don't think there's anything. I mean, I get it. People shouldn't be getting smacked at the Oscars, but at the same time, we're in 2022, and
I know, right?
shit's wild.
People
I would,
listen, in 2022 people love the drama.
yeah,
They love the
it,
drama. That's just the kind of world that we live in right now.
I know.
So to say, uh, oh, two black men doing this at the Oscars, blah blah blah, like whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
they also said stuff like he wouldn't do this to 50 Cent. He wouldn't do this to
oh, that's a good point,
Trump.
Janae.
He wouldn't do this to Bieber. He wouldn't do this
He
to
wouldn't do this to certain people.
the.
Yeah.
But I'm like at the same time because people try to say he wouldn't do this to The Rock, and I'm like, well, The
Huh.
Rock say nothing like this. First of all, second, because The Rock's real nice. He's not gonna say nothing like that. The second, yeah, you know who you can square up with and not. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Yeah, you know who
That's
you can square
true.
up. You ain't stupid.
He's not stupid. Exactly. That's very true.
I ain't gonna square up with every chick, every man. Just like you crazy. I'm not dumb.
That's hilarious that you would. Yes, that's very true.
So I think people are silly saying like, oh, well, he wouldn't do that. No, he wouldn't. So he ain't stupid. He know who he can smack and who he can't.
That's true. That's true. Had it been somebody else, like, you know, somebody else, yeah.
Supposed to be receiving royalties every time that slap is played. They don't know their word. That's yo, that slap is probably somewhere. You know what? That video, that slap, is probably already in crypto right now. It's probably already an NFT. It's probably already an NFT. Probably
Oh my
a
God.
slap, and it needs to be owned by them. That's what it needs to be owned. Will Smith.
Somebody says, I was reading some of the comments, and because everybody's literally talking about this, but somebody said Will Smith is the weakest MFer riding or walking, and it says, "What a effing sissy." I mean, I don't think this sounds like somebody in Manosphere, but
Yeah.
I do not think that Will Smith was less of a man or being weak for like standing up for his wife. I think he did what he felt needed to be done.
He was a protector. I mean,
Yeah.
if somebody goes and talks crap on my husband, I'm throwing hands. Especially if I feel like a fighter, we going at it.
All right, but you better make sure, like, if the person tries to throw their hands, because like remember that situation with the baby and Danny
Oh,
Lay's
oh,
brother.
exactly. That's why you got to know who you can fight. That's like
But
no.
see, but
Not,
see, her brother going after the baby was, I don't think it was smart.
not
Because
become a weapon. Not the baby. The baby, you gotta shoot the baby.
no, Janae, you can't say. Don't say. Oh my God. The
Some
baby
people
said, no, look,
have it.
Brandon. I think that's her brother's name, right? Brandon.
I don't
He,
know.
yeah, I think that's his brother name. But anyway, whatever his name is, I think his name is Brandon. But he was like, it's on site, right? That's what he said. So the baby, when he saw him, he was like, remember you said on site? I mean, it's only fair. I'm not saying it was right. It definitely wasn't
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
because at the end of the day, that's his daughter's family.
yeah.
But at the same time, you can't make, you can't say something like that and the person not run up on you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So Chris Rock might catch Will Smith by himself, and he might be like, "You want to catch his hands?"
He ain't. He not gonna do it.
Oh my God, girl! But yeah, this
He
is
ain't gonna. Here's the thing. Like, I just think that because, like I said, if someone talks crap about my man, like I'm protective. So like I'm gonna, yeah, like especially if it's a woman, I'm gonna throw hands. Like,
yeah.
and I feel like I could fight her. I
You're gonna
will.
go at it, huh?
I'm gonna go at it. Like I will smack. I will smack a female for my man. If you're talking
Yeah.
crap, like you talk smack, you gonna get smacked. Like I don't know what's up with people thinking they can talk crap and oh I shouldn't get hit as long as I don't hit anybody. No, you hitting me with your words. You are abusing me with your words. It's
And you
violence.
know what? And speaking of just like the technique of like smack, because he decided to smack him in the face or whatever, right? He smacked him
Yeah,
in the face.
he smacked him in the face. Yeah,
He smacked him in the face. A guy told me that that is the lowest of the low that you can do a man, because it's like you kind of like bitch slapping him like a woman. Like you're kind of like, that's like the lowest like disrespect you could
the
have.
lowest is backhanding.
I
Like,
think it was a backhand smack,
no,
right?
he winded that bitch up. He said he winded up. Yes.
But Will Smith has a history of smacking people, because didn't he do the same thing to some reporter? I mean, but that reporter deserved it though. Remember, like the reporter kissed him or something? Remember that story came out like a while ago, and he
No,
smacked him in the face? He did. You don't remember that?
I don't.
Girl, yes. So
I
Will Smith has a history of smacking people, okay?
well, me and him both. Okay, so
Not you, Janae. I know.
not you.
Girl. Ah!
I
Oh
have a
my
history,
God.
and I do not care because I feel like if you're gonna be violent with your mouth, you can get smacked in the mouth. And
Okay.
and if your mama would smack you for talking that, then I'll smack you the same. Like I just feel like you got to watch your mouth. Like, if don't be violent with your mouth. And just like how they said there could be consequences with hitting somebody. Okay, so you think about the consequences for talking smack. You like, there's consequences for talking. There's,
Yeah, yeah.
I have to consider the consequences of, if I hit somebody, they can hit me back, they can pull out a gun, something else can happen.
Right, right,
I do
right.
consider those consequences. So you got to watch your mouth and consider the consequences that you can get smacked in the mouth when you talking mess. You
Mhm.
cannot trigger people and do certain things. And I do understand, like, when we look hindsight, yes, the joke really wasn't, it wasn't deserving of a smack.
Right,
It
right.
was, but I think it was everything all at once, and I think it's in the moment, and he
Oh
just,
yeah, mental health. Yeah, mental health. Real Deal Financial said that was in 2008. that
oh,
when Will smacked that reporter.
okay,
But yeah,
damn,
no, you're right. Like,
that's
huh?
over a decade ago, girl. You remember that?
Girl, I had to go back and look at his history because somebody said a comment about it. They're like he has a history of smacking people, so I had to go look it up.
A history from a decade ago. Oh,
A decade
you
ago.
smack niggas because you did a decade ago. That's crazy.
I know.
Wow, people are insane. Like, you smacked somebody one time
I know. I know.
14 years ago, and you out.
But look, even when he was giving his speech, he started crying, like, because he won his first Oscar, and
Wow.
this situation or this moment happened
It
on.
was his first Oscar.
It was his first Oscar. Yes,
He just won an Oscar
he just
for
now won
what?
an Oscar. I don't even know actually.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what is what
What
is?
movie was it? Right, let me look it
Because,
up
like,
real
he's
quick.
had so many great movies. He didn't win Oscars for those.
Nope, nope. Let me see if
He's
I can look it
literally
up.
had so many great. He's like one of my favorite, if not my favorite.
Me too. I think he's an amazing actor.
I don't understand how he hasn't won an Oscar. Like, that blows my mind.
I know. But you know what? Just last year, I think they were going to boycott the Oscars because he didn't win anything. Oh, King Richard, they were saying he won it. He won an Oscar for King Richard. Did you see that? I didn't even see that.
Girl, I didn't see that. They be playing with black people. Like, they be what?
I got to go watch it now.
Because he
Just
deserves.
like, and you know what? To tell you the truth, if this, I think this situation has helped accelerate them because everybody's going to want to go look up everything about Will Smith. Everybody's going to go look up this movie because now I'm wanting to look up this movie. And what's her name? Jada Pinkett might get an offer to actually play G.I. Jane Part 2. So at the end of the day, this will accelerate them. This will up their careers.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I mean, she.
Oh, that's that movie. Simon Says he played Richard Williams. Oh, yes.
Oh,
That is the name of the movie. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I've got to watch it. I've got to
Venus
watch it.
is that? Oh, okay, okay, okay. I can see why. Maybe, I guess he has so many good
Yeah.
movies. Like,
I know. I know. I think he's a
Pursuit
stellar actor.
of Happiness.
Right.
I am
That was a good movie.
like,
Yeah.
I can list all of these great movies he didn't get Oscars for.
I know. I know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I think they knew that he's supposed to have gotten one, and they gave him one finally. They did that to a few
Politics. Somebody said that too. Somebody was like, this was all politics. Like,
politics, because they did that to a few black entertainers, where they gave them awards for some bullshit when they should have got awards for another one, and
mm-hmm.
they were owed an Oscar. I think they've been
Yeah.
Oscars. He should have it, like,
Yeah.
by now.
I agree.
That's
You,
crazy.
you guys, if you're just coming into this live, please like the video. Um, so let me see what STFU says. I didn't watch it, shaking my head. You had black women talking so much shit about the movie just because Serena was a good dad. Just because Serena was a good dad? Oh, just because Serena's dad was a good dad, maybe?
It's because Serena, I guess.
I
Bad, but
don't know about that, but yeah, he was long overdue for an Oscar.
he
Point
was.
blank. Point
Yeah,
blank period. Yeah.
he was.
But yeah, I don't think Will Smith should be canceled over this. I think he was being human, and I think people have their idea about Will and Jada as a couple, but like I said, like, I mean, they're in an open marriage, period. So there's never been any infidelity in their marriage, and I think Will probably was pissed off about that too. He's probably like, stop talking about us. Stop talking about this entanglement. Stop talking about, whatever. You know what I mean? So he was just like,
Right.
shut up. He was sending a message to everybody. Because somebody in the comments was like, on the shade room, they were like, dang, I'm scrapping all my Jada jokes. out of my
Exactly. Shit. Yeah. Exactly.
oh my god.
Scrap them.
Oh my god. Rob says Will Smith the Dumbo earned. Who cares? I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Oh, Will Smith the Dumbo eared.
Uh,
Rob, that's not nice. Oh
no.
my god. But
But
yeah,
yeah.
girl. I just wanted to come on and talk about this real quick because everybody's literally talking about it. Everybody has an opinion
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know if more information is going to come out, but I mean, I'm pretty sure this is going to accelerate their careers. Honestly,
Yeah.
at the
Definitely.
end of the day,
Yeah. Definitely. It,
yeah,
so I'm not. It's not gonna hurt anyone. Like that's the thing. It's not gonna hurt anyone. People are just
yeah. It's not going to hurt the black community. It's not going to hurt two black men or whatever they're saying. Like, whatever. It's
Black men. Violence isn't the answer. Okay, well then don't be verbally violent. Like I just that part that just sends me.
I know.
That that triggers me just because I've experienced that because I experienced bullying and people could say whatever they want. But if I smack,
Yeah.
if I get fed up with the bullying and I smack them, all of a sudden, oh my god, I'm so wrong, and I hate that.
I
That's
hate that too. It's kind of like it's this, and celebrities get it the worst.
hmm
Because you and I both know, being here on YouTube, we've experienced bullying and people like talking crap about us and saying all what they want in the comments. And it's just kind of like, dang, there's nothing you can do.
no,
People think they can literally say anything about you, and it's just kind of like, man, you're so big and tough behind that fucking computer. You know what I'm saying? People will never probably say that to your face if they met you in person.
right.
You know what I mean? And it's just kind of like, I get it. I get it. Like, they
I
get so much, huh?
think, yeah, at some point, he needed to make an example out of somebody. Like it just needed to happen.
Yeah, and it's kind of like somebody keeps saying something about you, keeps saying something about you, and then when celebrities actually respond, the celebrity looks crazy. So
Right,
that's kind of how it looks, right? Like, Chris Rock said what he said, he was joking, and the minute Will Smith did something about it, now Will looks crazy.
right,
And it's kind of like, no. Like, people need to understand that they can't just say what they want to say. It's kind of like that same situation where, Tasha K said told all those lies about Cardi B. Now Cardi B suing her ass and suing her for $4.1 million or whatever, however much it is. So that should teach her, keep my name out of your mouth.
right. Yeah,
The
yeah,
same thing, right?
yeah. But I mean, see, she's doing it in a way that's not physical, so people are okay with that. There's something
Right.
about physicality that makes people like freak out. Like once you hit somebody, they're like, people can say whatever they want to say about you, just don't hit them. Just don't hit.
Exactly.
It's like,
Yeah.
I don't know because, like, okay, I know it's gonna. I'm gonna just say this last thing is, this is how I feel.
Yeah.
It's certain situations and certain people do deserve physical violence. I mean, it's just like raising a kid or a puppy.
Oh my goodness.
That's how I feel. I'm gonna go there. Okay, I'm gonna go there.
Oh,
I'm
Janae.
going there. It's like raising a kid or a puppy. Some kids, all you have to do is get angry with them, and they're gonna be like, I'm sorry, I won't do it again," and they won't do it again.
No, violence is never the answer. I don't want to promote that.
I'm gonna promote.
Violence.
So I'm gonna promote it.
God.
Okay. Some some puppies, when you go and you say no, don't do that, they cower and they're like, okay, okay, and it's fine.
Mhm.
Some puppies, I went and I was babysitting one puppy. I babysat this puppy for like a week. This puppy would not stop biting me, and no matter what I did, it would bite me and bite me,
Mhm.
bite me, and I'd be like, no, stop it, no. I did that for
Yeah.
minutes, tried to sit it down, tried to give it toys, did all this stuff, and it would keep biting me because it
Yeah.
trying to dominate me. It was a pit bull,
Mhm.
and it was
Oh, yeah.
me, and it was trying to say it was the, like it was the leader or whatever, right? So I had to
Mhm.
smack that freaking dog, and then it got the sense to not bite me anymore. And
Yeah.
that nice stuff didn't work. And it's just like that's with some kids too. And that's with some people too. That nice stuff doesn't work with everybody. Not all kids can you just go and take their phone and do this and take their tablet and take their stuff. They will hit you. They will bite you. There's kids, they will hurt you. And sometimes they don't get it until you
Yeah.
pop them, until you
Yeah.
pinch them, until you hurt them back. They don't get it, and it's an animalistic thing. That's
Yeah.
when people try to say, "Oh, violence isn't the answer." Sometimes it is the answer, and that's why.
Oh my
Why do
god.
we have wars then? Why do we have wars if violence isn't the answer? Why do we have wars?
That's true. That's a good point. That's a
You
good
know,
point.
it's like people need to stop being so sensitive, and
Yeah.
nature doesn't exist because it's real. There's a reason why animals are fight each other. Why do all animals fight each other? I understand we're not animals,
We
but
are animals in a sense,
we
though.
are though. Why do they all fight each other if violence isn't the answer? Why? They literally all fight each other to dominate.
That's true. That's
Because
that's true. That's true. Yeah, when you put it like that, yeah.
that's why, like I say, sometimes you do have to hit dogs because dogs, the mom dogs, they'll bite their little cubs, and so they'll, like they have to. Sometimes you have
Mhm.
aggression and violence, and it sucks, and you don't want to, but some people don't. They do not respect words. They do not respect you saying, "Hey, please don't do that to me." They don't respect it
They don't
until
respect it. That's true.
you really physically put that like into submission. Then all of a sudden they're like, "Okay,
Right.
maybe I need to stop and think." Like some people just you have to smack the senses into them. You really
STFU says the reason people can't talk shit about you uh is because you can't do nothing. Wait, what did he say? Oh, can't do nothing is because you don't believe in violence, Brandy. Hey, listen, I'm a lover. I'm not a fighter.
I'll beat your ass. I don't care. I'll smack you. Don't talk smack if you don't want to get smacked.
If somebody's pushed to that point, you know what I'm saying? I mean, listen, it's all in us at the end of the day. It's in us all. But
Well,
it's just some of us can control the tick more so than others. You know what I'm saying? Like
it is in
it's just
it is
oh yeah. Yeah, yeah.
true. Yeah, I just allow mine to be a little bit more.
We
You
know,
play,
Janae.
we gonna play. Don't
We
play.
know, girl.
I
Oh
will
my
give people.
god.
I definitely give people that like those verbal warnings. After verbal
Yeah.
warning number 3, I'm not going to continue to do that. That doesn't work.
Yeah.
It doesn't work. Like I'm not just going to go around smacking kids and puppies. You know, I'm not. I'm not.
Oh my god.
I'm going to try. I gave that puppy 30 minutes of verbal warnings before it got popped. And then
Yeah,
it got
girl.
popped. Like there's only so far you can push me and then you're going to get smacked.
Right.
So like
Facts.
I don't, I feel like Will and Jada had years of being pushed. I feel like Will
Yes.
years of being pushed by multiple people. And
But do you think they brought that upon themselves though?
I don't think that
You don't think that?
because August put their business out.
Well, but at the same time, why didn't Jada have August sign an NDA though?
Dang, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like Will
That
had his biatches probably sign NDAs. That's why you never hear about any of Will's girls coming out and saying anything because he probably made them sign NDAs. But Jada probably was being nice and probably was like, "Oh, he's not gonna say anything, whatever."
she was being
She was she was dead wrong because that man he spilled all the tea.
she was being nice. That's exactly what
She was being nice.
I make guys sign NDAs now. I'm so serious.
Oh my god, I
I
can't
just
with you.
got NDA via DocuSign last week.
I cannot with you. I'm gonna have to follow suit with that. Oh my god.
it'd be a DocuSign. It's real
Not
easy.
the DocuSign?
Yep,
Oh my
makes
God.
girl sign now, DocuSign, either one of those.
Marcus said you violent, Jenee.
Yep,
You said Jenee violent.
yep. Don't play with me. Just don't go there.
Oh my God, girl. But yeah, I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see like what else comes out from this. Oh wait, and then didn't they post like on Will's Instagram account? Didn't they post like we chose violence or something? Did you see that?
No, that's great.
He Yeah, he posted something about we got all dressed up and chose violence or something like that on his page.
Wow. I mean, he did.
Yeah, so but was that before the Grammys? I mean, was that before the Oscars?
Oh,
I think he posted that before the Oscars.
what? No
I
way.
think so. Cause it was like 21 hours ago. I don't know. I don't know the
If he had
timing.
a mindset on violence before he even got there, I can see why someone got smacked.
Right. Oh my God. Girl. Marcus, thank you for the super sticker. He always comes through. Marcus, I really appreciate you. I really do. Although you can be mean to Jenee sometimes,
He
you
just
know.
yeah, he sends you money and talks crap to me.
I
That's
know.
that's that's why he called me violent because if he was in my face, he could too.
Oh my
I,
God. Listen, Real Joe says, Brandy, you're gonna make me sign an NDA. Yep, I'm making you sign an NDA. Okay. That's
yep.
where Jada
Bro,
fails.
those dudes that be trying to get pictures of your titties, you sign it.
Jenee.
That's on the Patreon, y'all.
No, we don't do that on the Patreon, although we do talk
No,
a
I'm
little.
talking about the guys that were trying to get you.
Oh, yeah, girl. Yeah,
You said, wait, no, my titties are not on Patreon.
that's a whole, right. Because then I'm going to have a whole slew of people coming over to Patreon signing up.
You said, calm down. You got to sign the NDA to get onto our Patreon.
Oh my God.
Yo, I need to do that. Like, get an OnlyFans and be like, I got to sign an NDA.
You're going to get on Patreon, girl.
I actually am making one.
Yay! You guys, Jenee's making a Patreon finally.
Definitely, you guys hit me up because I am. I did just make my Patreon, and so I'm about to go ahead and upload my videos.
Rob says Jenee's looking fire.
Thank you. It's my my Patreon is gonna be my sex advice. So
Ooh, I'm
a
excited.
little bit
I can't wait. You guys, if you haven't signed up for my Patreon, be sure to do that. I'm gonna make sure I leave the link in the comments at some point today, later on. But we talk about, some things on my Patreon.
Last time
Daniel, Daniel's on my Patreon. He know what we be talking about.
we spoke on your Patreon was about the sex positions.
Yep, the different sex positions that women like.
Like
That was interesting.
that.
I enjoyed that conversation.
Oh, it was a good for sure. But yeah, I'm gonna go get some food. I'm about to run around and
Okay, honey. Well, thank you for hopping on to talk about this topic with me. Everybody is literally talking about this, so it's gonna be interesting to see what else happens from this. But yeah, I appreciate you for coming on and talking about it. And I appreciate you guys for hopping in so early in the live. But we're getting ready to get out of here. Thanks you guys again. I will see you guys in the next live.
bye.
Bye.